In this tutorial, we're going to be going over custom soldier types. First, we're going to go to the starter prefabs folder and open up the default soldier body in Blender. Make sure that you have Blender downloaded. This isn't a beginner Blender tutorial, so make sure that that you know the basics. We're going to make a simple hat for our guy. Scale it down. Alright, that's looking pretty good. We'll add some curves to it. Alright, and then we'll just go ahead and smooth shade it. That looks good to me. Smart UV project so it has textures. Maybe we'll make it a little taller. Alright, that looks good. And then we're going to name that hat. Next, we are going to change up the body for the character. Just to show that you can edit the mesh however you want. If you want to give him a longer coat. Here we're just going to make him a little bit bigger. Alright, that looks pretty good. And then we'll go ahead and delete the body temporarily and save the hat because we want them saved separately. We'll just name that hat and save. Then Control Z to get the body back. And then we'll delete the hat. And we'll name this Soldier 2 Body. Save. Then we'll go back into Unity. And we'll select this guy that's just in the scene. Click on the Confederate body object. And find the new model you made and drag the mesh into the mesh component. And as you can see, that works. And then everything might not fit correctly, but if you change up the body, then you'll need to make new gear for him. But for this tutorial, we'll just go past that. Next, we're going to get our hat object and drag it into the headgear section of this soldier. The hat may spawn far up, but it'll be fine. It looks like we accidentally exported the armature for the bones too, so we'll just unpack the hat and drag the mesh out of it and delete the rest. Then we'll just go ahead and drag the hat into the right spot. And we'll make a new material. Actually, we'll go to assets and duplicate the basic material and add it to the hat. That color looks pretty good already, so we'll go ahead and select the hat object and add an equipment info component. And you can change the LOD size. 0 is for small items, 2 is for large items. We'll leave it at 2 because you want a hat to be visible from far away. And then we'll go ahead and drag this into the starter prefabs folder. Next, we'll change some of the colors on the body. We'll duplicate the basic material a couple more times. And we'll give them a new shirt and new pants. We'll change the shirt color to, or the pants color to a bit of a gray. And we'll change the shirt color to a darker brown. Actually, you know what? We'll make it a lighter brown. Maybe slightly darker than that. Alright, that looks pretty good. Change the pants, make them slightly brown. Alright, that looks good. Next, we'll take our take the object that we just changed some materials on and drag it into the starter prefabs folder to make it a new prefab. Now we're going to right click and create a soldier stats item. Rename it Confederate Soldier 2. And we're going to go ahead and start adding our equipment. We'll add our hat to the headgear slot, and we'll add our new body that we just created to the body slot. Then you can change out the bullet sounds. We'll add a pistol bullet sound for this. Mag size 1. Shot cooldown is how fast he can shoot if he has a full auto gun. We'll just make that 0.5. Reload times 8. Damage, since it's a one-shot gun, we'll make it about 90. And weapon type, 0 is rifle, 2 is pistol. It just depends what animation you want for him to hold it. This is the accuracy. Higher is worse accuracy, lower is better accuracy. The unit type doesn't do anything at the moment, and soldier type, you can just put his name. Alright, and then you can repeat the steps for the back gear and the headgear, but we already have some made, so we'll just drag and drop them onto it. If you go into the soldier equipment folder, you can find all their equipment, and then you can just add that onto there. So we'll go to our guy, and we'll just add a backpack. And we'll go ahead and add the musket. Yep, that all looks correct. Next, we need to add them to a platoon. So we're going to right click, create group stats. We'll name this Confederate Soldier Platoon. And you can add your screenshot, which is your group icon. You can add the flag. And then we'll go ahead and make this 10. So we have 10 slots for our soldiers. And we'll just add him to all 10. You can set the price and the time period. We'll do 1865. And for the group icon, I already have an icon, but you can just take a screenshot of them and add it. That looks all good. We'll go to Asset Bundles, New. Name it Confederate Soldier Platoon. Add some random numbers at the end for an ID. And click Enter. Add the Workshop Content tag. And then go to Rising Front Tools, Build All Asset Bundles. Now that that's done, you can open up the mod content folder found in your project, and we'll go ahead and bring it into the game to test it out. Let's see, Confederate Soldier Platoon. Here it is. And we'll start up our game. We'll just go ahead and start it up on the fort map. And here it is. Here's our platoon. As you can see, it has the flag and all of our guys with the hats and the equipment that we added. That's it for this tutorial. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I'm going to try and get some more refined tutorials out soon, but this is going to have to do for now. Thank you.